Wowee! 600 subscribers! I cannot thank you guys enough for getting me to this milestone. To celebrate the milestone, I decided to look at some of the best morals Thomas has decided to teach its young audience. So we're going in random order. These aren't really a worst to best kind of thing. Just 5 that admittedly stick out to me and some of the strongest the show has ever had. To start the list, I want to talk about not being a jerk. Pretty much the whole moral of the franchise. Early on in the series, everybody was kind of insufferable and rude, but that was kind of the point. The point was they'd all, fail at it and be humbled after their failures. It was a nice showcase of failures are more learnable than the successes you end up having in life. It's always a really strong moral and one that persists throughout the entire series. Another moral that always stuck out to me as a kid was from Season 11's Hector the Horrid. An episode that is really good from that season. This one involved Hector not wanting to try out Cole, so put on this grumpy, fearful persona in order for him to not be filled up with Cole. But after some accident with Thomas, he realizes that it's not as bad of a thing to broaden your horizons and test out new experiences. It's one that always stuck with me and is always something I try with myself, is try out new things and push myself to be more out there. This is one I think especially reigns true in the internet age of not feeding into misinformation. Episodes like Dirty Work and Thomas and the Rumors have this one very covered, as in both cases, rumors are being spread around the island and cause trouble, especially in Dirty Work's case, as Diesel pretty much gets every steam engine against Duck. It generally shows that every person needs to hear multiple sides of a story, as opposed to just believing the one that's already been stated. It's something I think is always worth hearing, and I always thought Thomas did a really good job portraying it. Leading from the last point would be talking about the Diesel prejudice. When Diesel was first introduced, he got the hearts of everyone, until his true colors were revealed. And in turn, characters like Gordon, Henry, and James were not very fond of him. In fact, Percy wasn't even fond of him when Daisy arrived. But over time, it was clear that not all Diesels were like, well, Diesel, and it was a nice sign that showed that not everybody's outsides are the same as their insides. It's always one I think the show did really well initially until they didn't. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about what the show did do well. And, well, when it comes to the Railway series and the early TV seasons, they always did a good job showing how good Diesels could actually be. And to wrap up the video, I wanted to bring up All at Sea. I'm pretty sure you all saw this one coming, but the moral of the end of this one, it always rang true to me and is always one that makes me think. It's always fun to explore those horizons and want to see what's out there. But sometimes the most important journeys are the work you're already doing, and it's something I always liked, and this was the episode that made me fall in love with Duck and made him one of my favorite characters. It's an episode I watch every now and again that remind me about my placement and how important things I'm doing are at the moment. Always a gem. And that's the video. Thank you all for watching and take care.